Well, the month of May is all about foster care and to raise awareness with foster care. There's a really brilliant program, quite remarkable actually. But before we get to the program, I want to talk about foster care for a moment because there are a couple of distinguishing statistics about foster care. For example, did you know that there are an estimated 400,000 children in foster care nationwide? 47% of those were placed in non-related foster homes, and the median amount of time that's spent in care was just over 13 months. And in other words, they're being moved from place to place. It's so hard in that environment to get any kind of traction with family, with any kind of social interaction, a very, very tough spot. The other thing that is interesting is the aging out. 25% of those in this program are homeless within 2 years after aging out. In other words, after outgrowing foster care. 33% of girls end up in prison after aging out of the foster care program, 66% of boys. And this gets us to what we want to talk about. Only 3% receive a bachelor's degree. And without an education and without that social interaction, for all the reasons we just mentioned, life going on is so very, very difficult. So we have a very special. You're a veteran of foster care, Geneva, aren't you? And welcome to the Turks. And Peter Samuelson, you're joining us as well to tell us about this program. Now, this program provides for a college education for those in the foster care program, and yet I should mention quickly, this is not a government program. This is a private enterprise. It's a nonprofit UCLA program.
Yes, it's a partnership between First Star, which is a national charity, and in this case, UCLA, the university, and we educate and house foster youth in 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade on the UCLA campus. And the whole goal is that we get them so used to college that they know they're going, and we get them ready for that.
Geneva, I want to talk to you in a moment, but I want to take a look at the program in action. Take a peek.
The UCLA Guardian Scholars Academy is a program that supports students in high school who are in foster care.
We think we can dramatically increase the number of these kids who go to college and thrive in college.
My parents would say they don't want me. And when I came here, I felt like family. For the first time, I had something.
I have something to look forward to. I have an opportunity to get out of my group home and go back to my family.
I do feel completely safe here.
This is something that foster kids deserve. Every foster kid deserves a chance like this, to be around people who care about them so much. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, that's quite remarkable. Geneva, when you come into, when I say you, it doesn't have to be specifically you, but you see all the kids come into this program. It has to be, apparently it's a place where you really see almost a second birth.
Yeah, it's like a second family almost, because everyone there is like my brothers and sisters. Yeah.
You know, before I had my own son, so my God, now we're going back 15 years. I was on the board of the YWCA in Santa Monica, and we put together a house for girls that got out of foster care and were hoping to go to college. And it sounded like such a natural thing to me, and I think it was only the second one in the country. Have we made some progress since then?
Well, we have 4 academies now, not just UCLA, but also at George Washington University in D.C.
That's where I went to school.
Yes, well, good. And at the University of Rhode Island, and now at the University of Connecticut. Mm-hmm. The goal is 100 campuses, 100 academies in the next 10 years.
So it's privately funded. It's privately funded. Yeah. So and yet you find even within this economic environment that you're getting, you guys are keeping the momentum that you had.
Well, how can we not do this? We're talking about a national resource. We're talking about children. There's nothing the matter with 400,000 kids. They're no less intelligent or more intelligent than any other almost 500,000 American teenagers, and yet only 1/10 as many get a bachelor's. So what is that? We have a system that guarantees almost that they will not have the most useful ladder to a productive middle-class life. So it's cyclical.
May I just say you're such a beautiful girl, but I know that you have a beautiful brain too. What has this meant to you?
This has meant a lot to me because when I hear people in the past tell me, I wish I had this when I was younger and all, it makes me even be more grateful and thankful because it's going to help me towards my future, towards how I see college and the people in college, and it's setting me up for just a better life.
Such maturity. I'm really quite struck. I don't think I had that perspective when I was your age. It's really quite special. Had you always had that as you were striving for something, even in other words, you always knew that you were going for something more?
Yes, like I have a very strong will. I feel that I do.
Someone's shaking their head yes and agreeing with you.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying until I just really break down. But even then, I'll still try and push myself. So yeah.
If people want to participate and help the STAR program, how do they get involved?
www.firststar.org.
First Star program, and it's firststar.org. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So just for simplicity's sake.
We use all the help we can get. We're basically we raise money by, I hope, sophisticated begging. But the good thing is these are American citizens. A lot of people care that they should have their bit of the American dream and that we should not live with this repetitive cycle of awfulness that goes on and feeds itself.
Save a child, save the world.
That's
it.
So true. And that foster system, we show the statistics. So if you can survive that system and as you say, have that strong-willed attitude towards something better, you deserve it. So we wish you the best. Thank you, Genieva, for being here. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you so much.
All right. A final thought on the Turks when we come back.